Everyone, Pharmacist Michael here, and today I'm going to give you some easy tips on how to be healthier. And these are some things that I've started to do. You don't have to do these all at the same time, but the more of these you do, the healthier you will become, I promise. And the first thing on this list is when you first wake up in the morning, please drink a couple of glasses of water. And the reason this is important is because as we sleep, our body becomes dehydrated. And dehydration can cause a lot of problems. It can give you headaches. It's bad for your kidneys. And it decreases your blood volume. Hi, cat. It decreases your blood volume. So you want to make sure you drink a couple of glasses of water when you first wake up in the morning. And the other thing that isn't a bad idea is to take a probiotic. Now, I have 2 probiotics in my store, Sunshine Nutraceuticals, and links to both of them are down in the description section of this video. So you can take a look at them there. I have a probiotic 40 capsule, which is actually a better product just because it has MacTrek technology. So, I know, cat. So it actually bypasses the stomach acid. So it will go straight through to the intestines where the bacteria will be released. And I also have a gummy product, which is more for people who don't like to take capsules, right? So why probiotics? Well, they can help with skin health, for one. They aid in your digestion. A lot of people don't know this, but the bacteria in our stomach actually helps make vitamins. So that's important. Vitamin K is a big one that they make. They help your mood. There's something that we know where the brain-gut axis or gut-brain axis, that is because those little molecules in your intestines actually do help produce some of the neurotransmitters in our brain, and some of those have been shown to actually improve mood, and it also helps with immunity. So probiotics are super important. Number 3, eat whole foods. I talk about this all the time. In fact, I am watching this. It helps when you take antibiotics. That's very true. Probiotics do help when you take antibiotics, yes. Because the antibiotics do kill not only the bacteria that we want them to kill, but they also kill the bacteria that we don't want them to kill, which is the good bacteria. Eat whole foods. I've got a video coming out tomorrow. If you're watching this replay, it may already be out by the time you watch it, but it is about additives in foods, and just another reason you should always eat whole foods whenever you can. You want to stay away from fast food, processed food, basically anything that makes things more convenient for you is probably something you should stay away from. Fruits, vegetables, look at some of my shorts on here. I try to do at least 3 or 4 of those a week of stuff that I eat so you guys can see what it is. I do some recipes on here as well, and I try to do almost all of my shopping in the produce section on the edges of the store and not in the middle where all the processed stuff is. Where is everyone? I don't know. I told them I was going to be live. I don't know where they are. It's the weekend though, Kat. Sometimes people they just don't come, which is fine. I mean, that's what I like about YouTube, is they can watch it later, right? Number 4, walk around during the day. If you have a desk job, don't sit at your desk until your break. Get up every 30 minutes or so and walk around a little bit. There's also this, right? You don't want blood clots to form in your legs. No processed foods. No, processed foods is not good. And that's true. It's not. You will get used to good foods very quickly. Walk around during the day. Make sure you get up every 30 minutes or so, just take a walk, right? Even if you just have to stand up and walk in place, whatever you need to do. Now, a lot of companies have standing desks, which will help. So those are important. Park further away from your job or wherever you're going. Don't try to get the parking spot closest to where you're going, because this is an easy way to walk a little bit more. I park quite a ways away from, well, the kids can walk. It's not going to hurt them, Cat. And the same thing is, don't take the elevator, take the stairs. Now, if you work on the 75th floor, I'm not saying run up 75 flights of stairs, but if you're on the 3rd floor, the 2nd floor, take the stairs. When I'm at the hospital, we have 3 floors. I always take the stairs, unless I'm in a hurry, or unless somebody's with me. Sometimes people don't like to go upstairs if they're with me, but if I'm by myself, especially if I'm just going to the 2nd floor, I always take the stairs. It's just an easy way to exercise without having to go to a gym, right? You're just walking further. Fitness trackers. So fitness trackers can help in a lot of different ways. They can help you by, number one, telling you to stand up every 30 minutes. That's what my little iWatch here is, a fitness tracker. It also tells me how many steps I take a day. It tells me how many calories I burn. It tells me all of that stuff. And you can actually set it to kind of prod you every once in a while. So you make your goals. You can tell it, I want to walk this many steps this week or this day or whatever. And it will help you say, hey, you need to walk a little bit further. It doesn't say it exactly like that, but you know what I mean. So fitness trackers can help. Number 6, be sure to get enough sunlight. Be sure to get enough sunlight, guys. Get outside. Be sure to get sunlight. Sunlight not only increases your vitamin D, but it also improves your mood. It just makes your day better. If you can get outside, you're going to feel better, and it's good for your body. So get outside. Number 7. Be a positive person. Hang around with positive people. Try to think positive whenever you can. Remember, you are the product of the 5 people you hang around with the most. So make sure those 5 people aren't gossipers, aren't constantly talking about negativity. You know who I'm talking about. You guys have all been around people like that. Everything's horrible. The world's coming to an end. This sucks, that sucks. My life sucks. The whole thing. You need to message me about Sarah. Okay, you can do that, Kat. So this might be one of the most important things. Instead of watching the news, log on to YouTube and watch Trent Shelton videos, guys. If you start doing this, your mood will change. I talk about Trent Shelton a lot. I do. And I don't even know the guy. I've never met him. I'd love to interview him someday. And maybe someday I will be able to. But he's a football player who now is a positive motivational speaker. And he will change the way you feel. And I brought him up in a lot of my lives. I brought him up in some of my videos. He's one of my favorites, probably is my favorite person to watch on here, just to get me back to thinking the way that I really should be thinking to start with, right? Number 8, another pillar of health. Be sure you're getting enough sleep. And if you can't sleep and you've tried everything, send me an email. I will try to work with you to help you. There are certain things that, even though you think you've tried everything, maybe you haven't. There's also doctors that specialize in the practitioner and get a sleeping pill. Don't do that. The reason that's not a good idea, there's a bunch of reasons, but the biggest one is, number 1, they may work for a while, but they'll most likely stop working, especially if you take them all the time. And then you've got another problem. You get sleep, Kat. You get sleep. So I want you guys to make sure that you do get sleep. Sleep is important for our bodies and our mind to relax. That's when a lot of repair takes place. So make sure you're doing it. Flip my notes over. Number 9, do the things that you like to do. Being healthy is not just about the 5 pillars of health. I mean, those are all important. And I guess you could put this into the spirituality and mindset, but do things that you like to do. When you get up in the morning, make sure you schedule time for you, things that you want to do, things that make you happy. So many of us take care of other people and other things, and we're working for somebody else, and we're doing things for other people that we never spend any time on ourselves. And if you keep doing that, you're not going to be as happy as you would have been if you schedule some time in for just you. And don't feel guilty about this, because let's say you're a caregiver. If you're taking care of somebody, well, hello, Pharmacist Mike fan. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I have my very own Pharmacist Mike fan, guys, on YouTube. So if you look up Pharmacist Mike fan, you will see this person has my picture, but they have some videos that I've done that you can see on there too. So, and they watch all my stuff, which makes me very happy, because I like super fans. I like super fans that watch my videos, right? Yeah, Kat. I'm sure you've got some super fans too. So do what you like to do. Be sure you schedule it into your daily routine, and don't feel guilty. Like I was saying before, if you're a caregiver and you're taking care of somebody and you don't take care for yourself, you're a super fan, Kat. If you don't take care of yourself, then you're not going to be much good to the person you're taking care of, and because you're going to burn out. They're going to burn out. And you're going to resent that person, and you're not going to be as good of a caregiver as you would have been if you took some time for yourself. Number 10, another one of my most important things is be sure you smile. Smile at people. Smiling has been shown in many studies to make you feel better, even if you fake it. So smile at people. People will smile back. I did a whole video on smiling too, guys. A whole video on it. Why should you smile at people? It makes you feel good. It makes them feel good. Most of the time, they will smile back at you, right? Which makes you feel even better. So smiling is important. Number 11, I know Kat knows about this. Consider intermittent fasting. Now this, I'm going to tell you, this is not for everybody. This is another video that I will probably be doing in short order, probably in the next week or so. But if your body can survive on eating in a smaller window, so you can, let's say, eat all of your calories in a 6-hour period and then fast for 18, there's a lot of health benefits to this. It helps your metabolism. It can help with diabetes and everything else. Now, I've got a caution for you. There's a lot of different kinds of intermittent fasting, and some people, they can't tolerate it because they get really bad headaches if they don't eat, or their blood sugar drops too low. So this is definitely not for everybody. If you want to try it, I would suggest starting with maybe just skipping one meal, maybe even lunch, eat breakfast and eat dinner. But be careful with this, because I don't want somebody to become hypoglycemic and fall and hit their head on the ground or something, okay? So remember, it's not for everybody. You can get a ton of information on the internet that has to do with intermittent fasting. Number 12 is know your stress triggers. Know the things that stress you out, and be sure that you develop coping skills to deal with stress that work for you. I talk about this all the time too. Yoga, Tai Chi, music, guided imagery, deep breathing techniques, all of those types of things can help you deal with stress when it comes your way. How come it says there's nobody in here, Kat, when I can clearly see you? I don't think that the amount of people that are actually in here is correct. Because you've been here the whole time, right? So know your stress triggers. This is another thing I can definitely help you with. You can email me. I will talk to you. We will work on things that will work for you. Number 13, be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for where you live. Be grateful for being alive. Be grateful for your family. Be grateful for your friends. Be grateful for just being, right? And you can make a gratitude journal and write things down that you're grateful for in the morning and at night. Or what I do is I do it all on my phone. So I have an app that asks me in the morning, what are 3 things you're grateful for? And I try to pick things differently every time. And then at night, it does the same thing. So that's number 13. Number 14, at regular levels, at least yearly, be sure to check your blood pressure, your vitamin D levels, your cholesterol levels, and be sure to make sure you're not knocking on the door of diabetes. So I am going to strongly suggest that everybody out there go see their physician at least once a year and get a checkup. If you have any insurance at all, it will probably cover this 100%. Remember, prevention is much more easy to deal with than actual treatment. So what if your blood pressure all of a sudden's 190 over 110 and you don't know it? Because you're not going to feel it usually, right? You know, you're a walking stroke risk or heart attack risk. What if your cholesterol's 450? I mean, it's always good to know your basic levels. Serum creatinine levels. How is your kidneys functioning? Especially as you get older, this becomes more important, because if you're at the beginning of a kidney disease, it's way better if you know about it. Wash your hands. Be sure you're washing your hands several times a day, guys. Are you walking around touching doorknobs, touching things that people have been touching that might have diseases that you can catch? This is how a lot of us end up with colds, COVID, all this kind of stuff, is because people don't wash their hands enough. Not just when you go to the bathroom, guys, but several times a day. Be sure to wash your hands and wash them correctly. You know, don't just put your hands under the water and rub them together a little bit and dry them out. Don't do that. Make sure you get soap, lather them up good, wash them for a good period of time, right? And try to get rid of bacteria that are on your hands. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, and I've got a lot of questions about this lately, only take antibiotics that are prescribed to you for the condition that you have right now. Do not save antibiotics from previous illnesses and think that it's okay if you take them later on unless you are a doctor. Don't do that. Because if you, and don't borrow other people's antibiotics that they've saved either. The reason this is so important is because if you take the wrong antibiotic, whatever infection you have, number one, it could be a viral infection. So all you're going to do is kill the good bacteria in your body, okay? But even if it's a bacterial infection, you may be killing bacteria that is actually in your body fighting with the bad bacteria, and you could actually make your infection a whole lot worse. Remember that. Different types of bugs need different antibiotics. And if you're using the wrong ones, you can make your infections a whole lot worse. So don't do that. I don't suggest saving drugs for anything, except maybe painkillers might be okay in some circumstances, but even that, you've got to be super careful with taking stuff that's not given to you for the current illness that you have right now. So let me tell you what's coming up, at least the next video that's coming out tomorrow. Antibiotic resistance also, that's right. Antibiotic resistance usually happens when you don't take the antibiotic for long enough, or the dose is too low. But yes, that can be caused by that too. I've got a video I mentioned earlier in this live stream about food additives. I just released one yesterday on the eye drops that have actually not only caused blindness and some people's eyeballs to be removed, but have also caused several deaths. Make sure you watch that video and make sure you don't have those eye drops in your house. Don't use them. This company that made them, it was from India, and they had all kinds of problems. You can see it, it's all in the video. If you want to know what happened while the little guy was with me at the beach, I did a video on that too. That one is also available. And other than that, I'm going to try to come back on tomorrow at the same time. I'm not sure what my topic's going to be. If you guys think of something that you want me to talk about on these live streams, please either email me or put it in the comments of this video, because this live stream is for you guys, and I would really love to cover stuff that you are interested in. And if we have to do several different topics at once, we can do that. That's definitely doable. So just leave me some comments or email me, and I will take a look of that. So, or at that. Okay? So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all for coming in. And remember, I'm Pharmacist Michael. Be happy and be healthy. Bye, everyone.